welcome to 100 Hours, 100 Stars, and we have a special guest joining us today, and man, I'm so excited to have this person. It's such an honor to have him. You will see him in a little while.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you, as well as can be expected.
And my name is Abi. You know what? Before starting, I have something to tell you. Are you ready? Can we do this?
Tell me.
Okay. सत श्री अकाल जय, मैं अभी आईना सोच कि मैं अत्ते आराम ना बैठा हाँ आने भांगरा खत्म की तसी एक और चीज दस ध्यान माफ करी मैंने ना पंजाबी ना आंडी की खा मैंने हिंदी भी साफ बोलनी ना आंडी समझ जाना वहाँ प्लीज आई भी दोस्ती आना तैयार है ना गल्ला करना मस्ते
Wow, that was impressive.
Thank you so much. Tell me how your quarantine life, you're locked up, and I hear New Jersey has been affected very badly. How are you coping with, man?
Well, it has been affected badly, but to be honest, I have stayed indoors for, I mean, it's crazy. I've stayed indoors for over 7 weeks now.
Whoa.
It was March 12th was when I stayed indoors. I mean, I popped out once or twice, you know, for a nice long walk, but on the whole, I'm staying in the house. Yeah.
Wow. But I think you are keeping yourself busy with Arya and Aryan, Thara. You guys are so cute. Such a cute family, man. Love to all of them.
Thank you so much. Now, it's very nice to have, you know, this time with them, which is a kind of different quality time I'm getting with them, because usually when I'm hopping around, you know, I'm flying around every weekend for a show somewhere there, here and there, and it's not full quality time with them. Now, you know, I'm sitting here homeschooling with Ava as well, you know, so it's a different kind of time, and it's really beautiful. I think there is, you know, I really try to look at the silver lining in all of this, and there was a beautiful video that's going, I mean, there's quite a few videos going around Facebook and stuff, but a really beautiful video going around about a guy who's reading his son a story. Did you see that one?
Yes, I just shared it on my Instagram today, like 2 hours before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's true.
Yeah.
It's all true. And it all depends how we look at this, you know. And
guys, as we are talking, you will actually find a QR code on the screen. So please go ahead and donate generously. We are raising funds for PM Cares Fund, and that's why Jay Sean is here. He is going to support us for that. And go ahead, Sean, whatever message you have to our people, please.
Yeah, no, I just want to say that, you know, it really is down to us to help each other out at this during this time, and it's really been a beautiful coming together of people. You know, this is affecting every single person of every class, religion, color, creed, everything, and we are all in the same boat. So I think if you can do your best to donate, give a little, this is the time.
Yeah. Please go ahead and donate generously. And now, Jay, I want to talk about you, like everything about you. I don't know how many times I have come out of a club without dancing for Down Down. That's my most favorite. Of course, you know that. We all are fans of that song. And now I want to travel a bit back. At 11, if I'm not wrong, you had a band called Compulsive Disorder. What was that? What were you thinking, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was a mistake. That's what the name.
Okay.
The group itself was amazing. Like, honestly, what I learned from writing songs and living so passionately for hip hop, I was just, you know, I was obsessed with hip hop, and me and my cousin, I don't know why we thought we were a group. Where were we going to perform? I had no idea. But again, it was one of those cute, childish things that you do. We're like, yeah, we're a rap group. And, you know, I don't know. We had dreams of making it big. And who would have known that that would have actually ended up being my life, that I would have gone down the path of music? I didn't know that. But what I learned in those days was about penmanship. I learned how to write songs, rhyme, and create, and even perform. We did end up doing some performances, which is oddly enough, which is how I met Rishi Rich in the beginning, is because I did yeah, I did a performance as a rapper and met
Wow.
Rishi Rich.
Wow. And that's what I wanted to ask you. So you were this Nikki J, right? So how did this hip
Yes.
hop artist become Jay Sean? We know Kamaljeet is gone like long back, but how did this Nikki J become Jay Sean? Like what happened in between? The hip hop artist emerged out of as if he's the beautiful R&B singer, like beautiful voice you have. I must tell you. So how did that happen, man?
Well, I didn't really realize that I could sing. I didn't know. I never had dreams of being a singer. I had dreams of being a rapper, which is so crazy that singing ended up becoming what I did. But I remember there was a DJ called DJ 279, and he was on radio, a big radio station in England.
Oh, wow.
And it was our R&B and hip hop radio station. It was the one that always played the best of R&B and hip hop. It was the only one, the biggest one. And somehow I got friendly with one of the DJs. I guess like we used to call in for competitions and this, that, and the other. And it was always me calling in to rap down the phone. And so he kind of got to know me as Nicky J. He was like, oh, we got Nicky J on the line again. And then after we'd hang up, he'd be like, yo, bro, like, you really into this, huh? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, can I send you my CD? And he said, sure. So I did send him my CD. And on the CD, it was all hip hop, but I was singing in the chorus. I was doing like rapping during the verses, and in the hooks, I was singing. So he called me up and he was like, look, man, you are a really, really great rapper. He's like, but you're also a really great singer. And I think you should do more with the singing rather than just doing a chorus. Try to write a whole song. And I was like, I don't know how to write a song. He's like, well, how do you write raps? He was like, I'm sure you've got this. And I was like, I guess so. And I did, and I tried out my first song, and it was a song called 1 Minute, and I wrote it when I was probably 18 years old. And that took off. The singing is what ended up being it for me. And then the reason I say that is because, you know, hip hop at the time was still a very niche genre. Now it's become the biggest global genre in the world musically. Hip hop is the new pop now, but back then it wasn't. It was a niche, very, very niche music genre.
It was in fact underground, if we can say.
Exactly. Especially in England, British hip hop, there was no such thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a thing. Now you got grime and you got this whole scene. There was no scene there. There were like 5 rappers in England. So the singing took off for me. And it ended up being, you know, my path. Although hip hop, I don't know, hip hop is always in my blood, you know. It's in my blood, and it's something I love, and it's where it all began for me.
Wow. And tell me, what is that series that you are binging right now?
Right now, I'm watching Ozark season 3.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my wife, that's our sort of thing at nighttime. When everything is finished and the kids are in bed, we'll sit down and we'll watch an episode of Ozark. We're not binging it because we want it to last. We don't know how long this quarantine is going to be. Yeah, so that's what we're currently watching.
Wow, that's amazing. But on the other side, I watched Surma as well. What was that? Oh my God, that was cute video. You and Guru just go on, like, meet on a desert, like Jaipur or something, and then he ends up meeting someone, and at last, brother, we just snatches her. Like, such a cute song that makes me grow every morning. Tell us about that.
I love the song. I think the music video is meant to be fun, and you know, that is what ended up happening. It felt like fun. You smile when you watch it. We were smiling and laughing all day, 2 days actually. It was a 2-day shoot, and we were having such a great time. And I think, you know, Guru he's an incredible artist, but he's also a very lovely person. He's a very, very grounded, down to earth guy, extremely humble, very loving. You know, he didn't want me to stay in a hotel. He was like, he's like, why would you stay in a hotel when you can stay with me at my house? And I just thought that was so nice of him to you know, it's a very classic Indian welcoming, warm welcome, you know, and I think that was really sweet. We had a great time. I love the song, Surma Surma. And it was a good, you know, a really good experience.
Do you think you can perform something from that? Like sing 2 or 3 lines?
Yeah. Girl, the way you're walking around, you're so inconsiderate. Everything you rocking, girl, you know that I'm feeling it. Oh, wow. It's everything that you do to me. You break all the rules, you ain't gotta play. You know the sun can count on you in the night and day. You grab a hold of time and a sudden give me chills without touching everything that you do to me. Yeah, I think that was it. And then it's
So cool. Thank you, Jay. And tell me, why aren't you there in any movies? Come on. You're Jay Sean and you look so good. I don't have to tell. But obviously, people would have asked you, why aren't you there in any Bollywood films yet?
That's not my thing.
Okay. Simple. That's it.
I'm not saying acting's not. Again, I have been in a couple as myself.
Yes, I know there was a movie, yeah.
But me playing a role and having a different name, and then honestly struggling with trying to speak Hindi properly, because again, for me, I can't speak it properly. It would have to be an overdub, and then again, that wouldn't feel authentic to me. So I always try to do what feels right. I don't want to do anything forced where people can go, what's this guy doing? He just thinks he can go into Bollywood movies. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want it to feel real and natural.
That's why. Okay. And the song Down Down, of course. What is that one thing that people don't know about the song?
Well, what's interesting about this song is that it was the actual version that everybody knows and that everybody sings, the song that exists.
Okay.
That was a demo.
Oh.
It was not the final version. Did you hear about this?
Yes. I did recently, very recently.
So they tricked me into thinking it was a real thing, but it was actually a demo vocal. There's, I guess if you're looking for something that they didn't know, well, Lil Wayne wasn't always on the song, you see.
Yeah.
There's a version without Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And I didn't know that Wayne was going to be on the song. I wanted him on the song.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was going to happen. And Cash Money, Slim from Cash Money, who's the boss, and maybe they're both bosses, but Slim said to me one day, he's like, you know, I'm listening to this song, Down. It doesn't sound right to me, Jay. I was like, really?
Really?
I was like, you don't like it? He's like, I do. I love it. And I think it's going to be a big song. He's like, but I've been listening to it recently and something's different. I don't know. I'm hearing something strange on there. That was his way of showing me for the first time that Lil Wayne was on the song. He said, you have a listen. And that's when I heard Lil Wayne's voice halfway through. And I was like, oh my God. It was a really sweet surprise. It was nice the way he did that.
Can we play Never Have I Ever? You just have to say, yeah? Never have you ever gotten tattoos? Because I don't see any tattoos on you.
I actually have one.
Where? Oh, wow. What does that say?
It's a date in Roman numerals of the date that I met Tara.
Wow. What's the date? Can we know?
Both have, it was the 4th of January, 2007.
7. Wow.
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 Oh my God. I actually didn't realize it's been that long. There you go.
There you go. Thank you so much so you do have tattoo, and never have I ever thought about moving to India completely.
I actually did.
What? Why aren't you here?
I did think about it. And I wasn't, not forever, but I was contemplating whether I should stay there for a year or so, a year or more, just to sort of do more because the thing with India, obviously it's so vast and you have to spend time there. You can't just dip in and out. And unfortunately, because of my schedule and because of my lifestyle and because of my life and where I live, I can't spend enough time in India, and I come there and I'll spend a week or 2 weeks at a time, and I don't even scratch the surface. There's so much media, so many interviews, so many things that I need to be doing, but I never really get a chance to do as much as I should be. And that's kind of like where I was like, well, what if I stayed here for like a year or 2 years, and I really, really, you know, put my, who knows? It might not be off the books.
Please do come, and please do walk into our stations. I hope everything comes back to normalcy real soon. And also,
there's something really magical and special about the loyalty of India. When I go there, you know, Indian fans, I think there's something to be said for the fact that, you know, I guess there's an element of pride, I think, that India feels, knowing that I am Indian, but even though I live in England, I grew up in England and now I live in America, the fact that I am Indian and, you know, I have managed to do mainstream music, I think there is an element of pride that Indians feel.
We do have. We own you, man. Come on. That's why we have you as well.
And I love that.
Yeah. And also, because we are in this topic, well, let's see how Indian are you. So as soon as they announced this lockdown, what did you pick up? Did you pick up toilet roll or did you pick up dal? That will show you how much Indian are you.
Right. Well, here's the funny thing. I told my friends, I was like, Indians don't even need to worry. If you're Indian, we have other ways of, by the way, of wiping ourselves and without traffic. Okay, with my Baba and Daddy used to put me in a bucket of water and just wipe my butt with some water. And I was like, that's what we do. I was like, we don't really need to worry about toilet paper. There's the Indian ways. Yeah. So I always think that's funny.
What did you pick up?
So I actually stocked up on, this is so silly, but actually it's not silly, it's smart because it's still in my freezer. I stocked up on tons of frozen vegetables and frozen fish because I only eat fish. Okay. So I have so much food still that I can cook, and of course a bunch tuna, a lot of cans of tuna. So I just wanted to make sure. Oh, and I raided the medical supplies in case, you know, we needed, and of course 2 days later all the paracetamol and the Tylenol was off the shelves. Yeah. And that was important because I was like, God forbid, if we do get sick, we're going to need someone home. So that was it. I did the sensible thing.
So you're a human, sensible human. That's it. There you go. And never have I ever thought Avya or Aryan are annoying.
Oh, never. No. Honestly, I know as a dad and as a parent, you're the cliche thing to say is, no, my children are amazing. Yes, they can be absolute terrors, but annoying, never.
Yes. Love to Aryan because we both shared birth dates. So I was reading about you. So August 15th, give a high five from me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm going to move on to last time that you did something. Okay. Mm-hmm. You have to tell me last time that you did something, whatever I'm asking. Last time you watched a Bollywood movie, what was that?
The last Bollywood movie I watched actually was 2 days ago. And it was called an old classic, Amitabh Bachchan classic called Suhag.
Okay, okay.
So I watched Suhag because my son actually, and my daughter, love the song from Suhag, which I played them. It's a song called Rabb Ne Bana Di Jodi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they love that song. Wow. So then Amy was like, Dad, what film is that from? So I showed her the film. It was a little bit too old for her, so I was like, maybe you can't watch it right now, but I watched it.
That is nice. And when was the last time you had a lassi?
I love lassi, man. But it probably would have been in India, actually. When I was in India, when was I in India last? I was there for the Surma Surma video. Yeah, so I had a nice mango lassi at the hotel.
Wow. Okay. When was the last time you heard an Indian song that is not Punjabi, that is not Hindi?
Mm.
Mm.
I actually think I did hear a Tamil song
Are you
being,
serious?
yeah, and I'll tell you why. My daughter is obsessed with the Voice India, the
Okay.
kids,
Okay. Okay.
the show, yeah, the
Yeah, I
show, The
know.
Voice.
Voice of India.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
kids version, she watches those songs every day.
Okay.
Every day
Wow.
she is on YouTube watching those kids' performance.
Okay.
And there was one song, it was a South Indian song actually, sung by one of the little kids. Because I remember not knowing and understanding a single thing and thinking, how cool is it that this kid can sing it so well?
Okay. Do you remember what song is that?
No, I don't remember. But I remember the kid, it's the little boy, the one, he's got so much swagger about him. What's his name? Fazil, I think his name is. Anyway, it
Okay.
was one of those.
I speak Tamil. My regional language, my mother tongue is Tamil. So that's why I thought maybe I'll teach you that song. Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me, you were saying.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And when was the last time that you had an Indian Punjabi feast? Even that was during Surma times? Don't tell
No,
me.
it was actually
Mm-hmm.
the day before quarantine.
Okay.
The last place I went, the last restaurant I ate at was an Indian restaurant called Mantra.
Wow.
And that was on March 11th.
Okay.
We went out to the restaurant for Tara's mum's birthday.
Wow.
We went to an Indian restaurant, and even then I remember thinking it was very early in the sort of the coronavirus fears, you know, and so what happened was people weren't sure if they should be going out or not. So even when we were at the restaurant, I was thinking to myself, there's not many people here. I guess people are getting afraid to go out now. And then sure enough, the next day is when we're in lockdown. So
Yeah, sadly, you are quarantined for 7 weeks and we cannot tolerate this. We are going through our third lockdown, 5th week or so, but already it's like 1 month over and we like can't believe that 1 month is done without going outside, and it's so, I
India,
don't
yeah,
know.
I know. In India, the lockdown has been very, very serious, very strict, right? There's
Yes.
actually a curfew. There's curfews over there, isn't there?
Yes, 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 yes. From 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. we can go outside and buy our essentials, but people don't get it in their heads. Essentials are things that you don't generally get. It's an emergency thing where people don't get. But anyways, Sean, I want to also ask you, Jay is an artist that people love. What do you think will be the reason? Because he is humble or honest? What is that thing that they love about Jay, Sean?
I don't know. I would hope it was because of the honesty. I try to be as straight up as I can, especially in interviews and stuff like this right now. This is who I am. This is not an act. This is not me saying stuff that I think you want to hear. This is who I am. And I think if I say something that will offend you, then you're probably right to be offended, because it's what I feel and what I believe. And I just want my fans, if I say something that you love, hopefully it's right that you feel that way because it's coming from my heart. It's what is, you know, I try to be as straight up with my fans as possible, so that if they do ever see me at the airport or at a show, I'm no different than they expected. I want them to be able to go, he was just like I thought he'd be, you know?
Yeah, thank you so much. I can feel that you are not feeling like someone else. You are absolutely right about yourself, man. Thank you so much for that. And I have 2 more questions, but before that, what would be a message to Indians out there listening, watching this, and all your fans, in fact?
Just honestly, a heartfelt thank you. You know, we are in an age now where you can listen to anything you want, listen to anyone you want. There are millions of artists and songs around the world, whether they're on your radio or whether they're on your computer. You can listen to anyone you want, whenever you want. So the fact that you guys still listen to my music, you know, for 17 years on, is really a blessing. So thank you.
And one friend in India who stays in India, who's that you would want to, hey, you know what? Thank you for being my friend. You're always there for me. Who's that?
Rishi. It's Rishi Rich.
Has to be, right?
He lives in Mumbai, and he honestly has been there from the very beginning. He's my brother. He taught me everything I know about the industry. I learned it from him. I began with him. And to this day, we have such a beautiful relationship, you know?
Wow. And will you ever collaborate in any other regional languages, not just in Punjabi, because we also want you to come and collaborate in Tamil or like other South Indian languages. So when can we see that?
Of course. I would love to do, you know, for me, I'm very open to working with people from all over the world, because music is just, it's fun, and it should be like that. And if you have, you know, it could be me and a Russian artist or a Chinese artist or a Tamil artist. So it doesn't matter, as long as the vibe sounds cool. I think that is incredible. I love that about music.
Wow, thank you. And also your message to these people, I'm listing down. Priyanka Chopra.
Oh, Priyanka is a very, very good friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine. I've known her for so many years. I think over 10 years, you know, and it's the lovely thing about us is we pick up just where we left off, and it doesn't matter if we see each other after 3 or 4 years or 3 or 4 weeks, you know, it's always a good time.
Your message to Amitabh Bachchan Saab.
Oh my gosh. He is the man. He is the man. I don't care what anybody says. He is an absolute legend. And I would probably get very nervous. This is the funny thing. It doesn't matter whether you're a celebrity yourself or whether you've been in the industry. He's one of those people that if I was in front of him, I would probably say something silly because I'd get nervous, you know, because I grew up with him. He's such a legend. So, okay. Yeah, I'm actually very good friends with Abhishek for a while. And it's funny because I'm still like, hey, you know, your dad's like the coolest person in the world.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes, of course, we all grew up watching him. Of course, we'll always be fans. Like, yeah. And also, what would be your message to A.R. Rahman?
Oh, wow. I actually was fortunate enough to go to A.R. Rahman's house and see his studio, his recording studio, and listen to the music that he'd worked on. He's an absolute icon. You know, very gifted genius when it comes to music. I would actually really, really love to work with him.
Yeah, when is that? Wow, wow. Did I just hear that you'd love to work with him? Please make it happen somehow, release something. And tell me who are from the current generation, who would you like to collaborate with? Billie Eilish, Jeremy, like whom do you love to?
I think, honestly, there's so much talent in the mainstream, but also in the underground. I am more excited about the underground because I think that they are the ones who are paving the way of the newness, because everyone who's already established is now at that point where they're no longer able probably to take the same risks as an underground artist, because you now have a fan base. You can't then go too far and go and do something else again, right?
That's true.
So I think that the people who are on the underground creating these new sounds and vibes, those are the people that I would want to work with.
Wow, that actually shows who you are, Jay. Thank you so much. And my last question: do you even respond when someone calls you Kamaljeet?
Yeah, of course. For me, Kamaljeet will like get my attention immediately, because honestly, not even my mom and dad call me that.
Oh, that's so sad.
They don't, because Kamaljeet is my passport name. It's my birth name. But being Indian, it's Punjabi Indian. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know many Punjabis, but we all have a nickname at home.
Yes,
so
yes.
Right? Your name could be Harpajan, but at home, they might call you Bobby.
Yeah. So what's your name?
It's not even. So for me, at home, they call me Nikki. So
Nikki.
When I was born, I was a baby. My grandma used to call me, Nika, Sada Nika Katea, where's our little one? I was the first son, her first grandson.
Wow.
So Nick at home, yeah. So my mom and dad call me Nick.
So that's why Nikki J, right? Wow. Thank you so much. I think at this moment, I would also like to thank Adventure Global Talent, Akshit. He was really kind and he was helping me get through you. Thank you so much, Jay. Yeah.
Of course.
And also, thank you so much for being part of 100 Hours, 100 Stars. It's a non-stop tribute to COVID warriors who are standing up there on the front lines, knowing that they will be affected by this virus. Corona, COVID, please just go away. That's the only wish that the entire world is praying for. So we are thanking all those frontline workers who are working tirelessly for us. And that's why we are here. We are raising funds for PMK's fund. Please go ahead and donate generously. Thank you so much, Kamaljeet Singh Jyoti, aka Jay Stern, for taking time. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And honestly, just to go on what you just said, I would like to personally thank all the people on the front lines too. From people who are just, from obviously the nurses and the doctors who are there, the healthcare professionals, but even the people who are delivering our food and the groceries and the people who are picking up rubbish from our houses. All of these services are honestly, thank you so much to the postal workers, to all of these people who are out there every day for us. Thank you.
Thank you. And Jay, I think if I don't ask you to perform Down Down, people out there listening to us right now will kill me. Do you think we both can actually dance like a Bhangra dance as you sing?
You can dance, I'll sing.
Come on. People don't want to watch me dance, man. They want you.
All right, here we go. You ought to know tonight is the night to let it go. Put on a show. I wanna see how you lose control. So leave it behind, 'cause we had a night to get away. So come on and fly with me as we make our great escape. So baby, don't worry, you are my only. You won't be lonely. Even if the sky is falling down, you be my only, no need to worry. Baby, are you down, 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 down? Even if the sky is falling down. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Love to you. Love to Tara. Love to Avya. Aryan, please stay safe. Please stay safe. That's all I want to say. Yeah.
You too, everybody else watching. Thank you so much. It's been lovely.
Thank you so much. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Lovely time. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. It was lovely. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have another star. This our international tennis ace, the Bengaluru Hudiga. Proudly, Rohan Bopanna. Warm welcome to 100 Hours, 100 Stars. You are.
Thank you, Prithvi. No, thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to be talking to you. I also want to know, how is it different from being a radio jockey and now suddenly coming live on screen, and actually does that make a difference? I know you're never showing your face, but this is very different for you, right?
Yeah, this is a curse to the people. Now they got to put up with my face too.
Oh, that's a good thing. I mean, it's great after, especially your Big Boss episode and everything.
You watched Big Boss?
No, I unfortunately, when I'm traveling, I cannot watch. But then I saw some promos, saw some videos, which was tough to watch. But
actually, my producer Bhuwana got in touch with you. I saw your video bit as well. That is so sweet of you, Rohan Bopanna. Thank you so much. My love to you.
Thanks,
okay,
welcome.
So this is 100 Hours, 100 Stars. This is the biggest digital carnival in the world. Now, this is the first time a radio network has actually embarked onto such a big mission. This is a
absolutely wonderful.
Non-stop tribute to the COVID warriors. While we're urging people, those who are watching us, to actually donate to the PM Cares Fund as well. The QR code is flashing below the screen. You can either use the QR code or use the link, but donate generously for the COVID pandemic or any other distress emergencies in future. Having said that, Mr. Rohan Bopanna.
Having said that, whoever is watching, please make sure you do donate to the PM Relief Fund. As Prithvi said, you have the link right below there, so you can go directly and donate. And I think it's going to a great cause. Some fantastic people out there who are really making sure this crisis, helps us through all this crisis. So I think we all should donate, and let's get together and make a change for the country.
Absolutely. Rohan, your highest ranking has been world number 3 in doubles.
That's right. Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
I feel that it's 2 because the Bryan brothers who are ranked number 1, and there was no number 2 ranking. There was directly 3.
Oh, really? Then you're world number 2, dude. Dude, how does it feel to be on top of the world? Hang on, I tell you, where I'm coming from is this space. I have pursued tennis for 12 years.
Correct.
I have only tasted more losses than victory. Every tennis player will identify with that. I'm sure you know that too. I had some national ranking, state ranking. But the reason I'm asking you is, every tennis player's dream was to play the Wimbledon, to win the Wimbledon. And you are the 4th Indian in the history of Indian tennis to have won a Grand Slam. French Open, mixed French Open with the Gabriela. Tell me, what was your ambition when you started playing tennis?
Definitely, when you end up watching the sport, you want to play it. And I was brought up in Coorg. Yeah. This is where tennis began. My dad took me to the tennis court, and he said that the minute I, was on the tennis court, he saw there was a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. So he said that's why he, tried to push me a lot. And coming from Coorg, every step I took through my journey, first maybe, playing for India in 2002, then slowly playing the Grand Slams and everything. It was always, something which, for me as a player, I wanted to reach. And when I got there, I cherished that moment, and I wanted to get better at that moment. And that's what I think helped me, over the years, and constantly be at a high level, playing with these wonderful athletes. And, today to be in the era of Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and Novak Djokovic, I couldn't have asked for anything, better. And just, being in the same locker room around these guys, they are fantastic athletes. I mean, they're not just great tennis players, but as people, I think that's what has, brought tennis to such a high level. And, they are really helping to make a difference in the sport.
I boast knowing you and having played in the same era so many times. And I'm so proud of you for the achievements, Rohan. I can't emphasize enough of what you've achieved in Indian tennis.
Thank you. I completely agree with you on, I think every tennis player has more losses than wins. And, I remember all of us struggling, in those state tournaments constantly. It was, I don't think I won any state tournaments, even I was struggling as a junior.
That went like this to sudden jump at some point of time.
I think, the growth span happened, and then I became stronger, and that actually helped. And, thanks to my parents who helped me, and, irrelevant of the results, they kept pushing me. And I think that made a difference. And they trusted the coaches back then. They were not, constantly, there troubling the coaches, which helped.
Okay. I have received your serve. I don't know if you remember in KSLT, you were practicing. I just came to the other side and just tried to receive. I barely could. Tell me, what is the fastest you have served?
141 miles. Now you need to calculate kilometers, how much that is.
What is the world's fastest serve ever recorded? Mark Philippous's? No.
I think it was Samuel Groth at some 263 kilometers or something like that. Ridiculous.
Holy mother, 263 kilometers per hour. And
exactly.
Fastest you have served?
141 miles. Now we need to figure it out exactly on kilometers. How much
if you're good at math,
one sec, let me use it.
140 miles. Dude, that's again 200 kilometer an hour, right? 200 plus.
226.
Holy mother! You have served 226 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, it's been a decade ago, but then it's,
Is that the fastest ever any Indian has served? I think so.
I don't know, but there are certain courts we are there, there's hardly any speed gun, so you don't know whether it could have been faster or not. But then the one which has been recorded was 141 for me.
And your who is the fastest serve that you have received?
Nick Kyrgios. I think his
Doubles?
arm. I mean, no, in doubles, yeah. In Nick Kyrgios, when playing doubles, his arm is so loose. I mean, normally, as a tennis player, you go out there, you hit a couple of warm-ups. He can toss the ball and just hit at 150, 140 comfortably. Comfortably.
God, that's super fast.
Extremely talented guy. I mean, he's such a great guy. But yeah, on court, he's absolutely all over the place. He's fighting within himself. But off the court, he's such a nice guy, to be honest.
Really?
And that's, I think, every tennis player, as my wife says, has something, some eccentric. They are all, crazy, doing something or the other. Everybody has their own little things.
I'm sure.
And for that, you would ask my wife. Don't ask me what my eccentric things are.
What is your wife Supriya doing right now during the lockdown?
She's the only one who's working because she's a psychologist.
And congratulations, you're a daddy.
Yes, that is the best part of right now. Our daughter Trida, she's 11 months old, and I'm really happy in this lockdown. I'm getting to spend so much time with her, watching her literally grow, and couldn't have asked for anything better to be there with the family.
I keep seeing your Instagram. That's how I know. I think you delivered an adorable kid. I think more credit goes to, I don't know, you or Supriya, but well done together, guys. You're still an ace.
Thank you.
Okay, Rohan, I'm going to put you in a spot now, okay?
Okay.
If you were to choose one,
all right.
who would you choose as your doubles partner, Leander or Bhupati?
Mahesh. Very easy.
Yeah? Oh, that was easy?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Very easy, absolutely. I mean, I played with them both together a few times, and I've done well with Mahesh. I've not done well with Leander as much. So it was an easy choice for me there.
Okay, and who is your favorite doubles partner, all-time favorite in men's doubles?
No, I've had numerous partners, but Mahesh is one of the partners I played extremely well with. Esamullah Qureshi from Pakistan was another player.
Yeah, the Indo-Pak Express that you guys were called.
Yeah,
you won series of challenges back to back.
I've known him from the age of 15. I mean, we've known each other for such a long time. Our friendships were very strong, and we still get along so well together. And I think that helped the partnership, and we had a great time, playing together.
Okay,
so these two guys, I would definitely say,
Okay, I would like you to quickly, in a nutshell, explain to those who are watching this, actually including me, when they say I turned pro. He turned pro at 14. He turned pro at 17. When did you turn pro, and what does that actually mean? How does one know, okay, now today I've turned pro?
The main thing is you're not playing any amateur or junior tournaments. You're constantly playing the professional level of tournaments.
That is ATP
playing
challengers
the ATP, you're playing the challengers and the tour events and everything.
Okay.
And that is where, it makes it the pro level, the pro circuit. It's called the professional circuit, meaning that is where you come into the big league. That is what they actually say. And mine was in 2003.
Oh, it's been over 17 years now.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I've been
17 years. Fantastic, man. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
A quick note on your flying squirrel. Rohan Bopanna, master blend flying squirrel. I'm a coffee lover like you too, and I've tasted your flying squirrel. Let me tell you, this was in Samsung Opera House.
That's right. Correct. Cafe. Absolutely. Yeah.
But do you get to go to the estate often?
Yeah, I'm. Right now I am in Coorg. I've been here now 6 weeks. I don't know what's I'm in Coorg. Yeah, the longest I've been, I think, maybe in 20 years. And it's really nice to come here and really cherish. And talking about the coffee, I really think India, we produce fantastic coffee.
Sure.
And for me, the idea came up is when I tied up with some family friends of mine, and to really come up with a master blend, and to actually take the opportunity through my tennis to give coffee to various different tennis players, and they actually loved it. A lot of them are constantly asking for it. So now I have sometimes a dilemma whether should I carry my tennis clothes or should I carry coffee.
Oh yeah.
So other times, a few of the guys like, why don't you even carry some, machine with you? So I said, yeah, I can maybe do a business in the locker room, because tennis players, before they match, before they practice, they're constantly having a shot of coffee, So I think in a way it can be a good business too in the locker room,
Why not? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the money you're making is not enough. Yeah, be greedy, Rohan. Go for it.
Right now, I'm not making any money. I'm unemployed.
Right now, yeah. How long do you think before you play your next tournament in front of public? One wonders, right? I mean, this is unprecedented. Nobody knew this.
That is indefinite. Somebody asked me, they asked me whether you're practicing a lot. I said, but practicing for what? Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't know what tournament I'm in. So, I mean, it's not the idea of, I don't have to panic about practicing, because even if they do have the tournaments starting, we'll know well in advance that we'll have enough time to, practice. So, we don't really. So now I'm just enjoying family time, trying some few dishes, cooking, baking, something or the other. Yeah, fun things.
Okay, now I'm gonna.
I'm very intrigued by your glasses.
Oh, what about it?
Do they have power in them?
Of course, Rohan. So I only use it for reading. Why would you ask that?
Because I see a lot of people when they cut onions, they wear the similar style of glasses. So I was just checking whether you were just, wearing.
It has that color as well.
Exactly. That's why. It was very intriguing. I mean, from the minute we started this, it was in my head.
Okay, I'm going to spend the next few minutes trying to understand the Rohan Bopanna the world wants to see. We already know about your tennis achievement. We know Rohan Bopanna, the tennis player. I want to see the other sides of Rohan Bopanna, maybe the shy side, the witty side, the fun side, the naughty side. So Rohan Bopanna, brace yourself up. Let me just warm you up with this first question. If you were to choose one, what would you choose? Relationship or money?
Relationship.
You're a Kurgi boy. See, you guys are born rich. So I think a fair choice.
I mean, I just pick one.
Okay. Oh, fair. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a few series of questions. I'm calling it Would You Rather? I'll give you two options. You need to pick one.
Okay.
Ready? Would you rather be hairy or completely bald?
It's the same thing. What do you mean?
Either you choose to be hairy or you choose to be bald.
So where is this? I mean, right now there's no option there. I mean, you're like bald. I like your look.
You are going for a safer option. You're a visionary. You're thinking about the future. Good. Okay. Would you rather stalk your ex or stalk your crush?
Stalk my crush.
I hope your wife Supriya is watching this. Hey Supriya, if you're watching, hello.
I hope too. Yeah, she'll be definitely happier with that answer.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in coma for 10 years?
Jeez, I mean, who came up with these questions? I mean, are you
Bongal Bhona?
not really getting to you that much?
Yes, it is. We want to see the other side. You have to choose one. You can't negotiate, by the way. Just choose one.
The jail for 5 years.
Would you rather be in true love or be rich?
True love any day.
I'm
not the Dan Bilzerian.
You're not?
I'm not the Dan Bilzerian, I said.
Oh, I follow him too, by the way. Okay. Would you rather have the power of X-ray or be invisible?
Invisible. I always wanted to be invisible. I always wanted that, power.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Would you rather be okay? This is
Oh God, I'm dreading this already.
would you rather be caught cheating or catch your spouse cheating?
Okay, thank you. I'm out of here.
Hey! Rohan, answer this last one.
Caught cheating. Caught cheating.
Okay, three things. Okay, three things that you say when you lose your match.
Obviously disappointed. Three things I tell myself.
Or it could be sound, it could be an expression, or you tell yourself whatever. One is disappointed. Okay.
I always go into the locker room and I just throw cold water in my face, thinking, "What the hell just happened?" It's to just wake me up, and then I go watch my matches. Make sure I watch that to learn.
Okay. And three things you say when you win your match.
Watch very much. Okay. Watch the match. Most of the time, that's when I go do a proper cool down.
Okay. Okay. Otherwise, you're not disciplined. Oh, I totally get that. When you won the match, yes, all the discipline, stretch, cool down. But if you lose the match, just straight to the locker room. And yeah, I get that. Three.
And then I'm out of the locker room quickly. Have a quick shower, back in the players' lounge, talking to everybody. So that's it.
Okay, three things that you say or do to impress people.
I don't actually. I'm someone who tries to impress.
I will ask Supriya.
Absolutely, you can ask her. I mean, I don't have someone who impress people, but I love to go start up a conversation. I love to go start up because I like to actually get to know a lot of people. One thing though, I may not remember the names. Wow. After some time, I'm not great at that. But I remember their face. I like to constantly learn a lot from people. So, there's nothing really I do to impress anybody as such. Maybe when they're watching some tennis match, yeah, why not? Come up with some good serve or a good, forehand or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Three things that you do before going to bed. Brace yourself. After that, I want to know what you do after getting into the bed. Okay.
Brush my teeth.
Okay.
Put my phones on charge.
Okay. Cool.
And give my daughter a good night kiss.
Sweet. Okay. Three body parts. That ominous pause. Three body parts that you are happy with in yourself, with yourself.
My eyes.
Okay.
My hair.
Okay. You can say whatever you want. Go, Rohan, go for it. If you're proud of something, go.
And my height. And my height.
Okay. Three things that you like about your wife, Supriya.
Your questions it's getting so hot in here. I got my portable fan here.
Yeah, you and I am sweating a little. Okay, three things that you like about your wife. Just generally three things.
Someone who has always pushed me more to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, whether it is entrepreneurship, whether it's my sport, she always encouraging. She is independent. And being a psychologist, I think I get automatically counsel, which is a great thing.
Awesome. Rohan, I am very impressed with the way you answered your questions, and thank you for your honesty. One final question before I wrap it up. This is my favorite question.
Okay, before you ask me your question, give me some insight on this big boss. Tell me, we constantly see the real stuff. What?
Okay. the most common questions I get is Big Boss real?
No, that I know it is.
So we have 67 cameras in Big Boss house.
Yeah.
Everything is real. Nothing is scripted. Big Boss can call you to the confession room and give you a specific task. And it's left to me, left to you, how you want to conduct yourself, what you want to do with it. Big Boss will never say do this, or say this. Nothing is scripted. So if you perform well in the task and if you have likability, people will vote. One part of Big Boss voting is the number of votes that you get. And two, I am thinking the channel can also have a say in whether you want to keep this person or not.
Yeah.
Basically, in a nutshell, that's what Big Boss is.
Who did you go to impress?
What?
Who did you go to impress? Who did you go to impress? Did you get it?
So I got a call from Colors Kannada TV that are you be interested to be a part of Big Boss? I said yes, why not? It's such a new experience. I'm so curious. I don't know how it works. Honestly speaking, Bopanna, I've not seen a single episode of Big Boss. I promise.
Well, how was the experience as long as you enjoyed it?
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, sorry.
Want to have some water? You okay?
I'm asking you steamy questions. I don't know why I'm choking.
How long were you there?
I was there for a month. I got a wildcard entry. I had lots of fun. But honestly, I went in just for curiosity. And I was really well received by people. I chose to be myself. This is who I am. This is how I was on Big Boss as well. People loved me for my sincerity, my honesty and everything. I didn't hesitate to say anything. I spoke my mind out. So although it was a 1 month for a wildcard entry, I think it was received very well. And your popularity shoots up like mad.
Oh, wow. That's good. There you go.
Because
that's how it...
that's one set of audience that I would have never touched through radio. These are the guys who consume Kannada television. You know, every cab guy will want to take a selfie, auto guy will want to take a selfie. People randomly come to the street. That has not happened. Me being a radio jockey for 15 years, being behind the mic, invisible. But Big Boss, in a matter of 1 month, I can't tell you, is unbelievable. That is such a platform for the visibility in your face. Yeah.
Well done. Impressed.
Thanks, Rohan. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, I'm coming to my final question.
Yes.
I love this question. I want to see how you're going to deal with this. With what grace?
Why?
I love this question. I mean, this is the different side. We already know you are the tennis player. Let's get the other human elements out. Okay. How important? I want you to give me a percentage if you can, and try. Okay, percentage. How important?
85%. I know what you're asking. I can read your mind.
Okay, now let me complete for those who are watching this. 85%, right? How important is sex in a relationship?
Exactly. I told you. I could read your mind. And that is...
I love it, Rohan. You've been serving aces and belting winners throughout this conversation. Thank you so much for being a part of 100 hours, 100 stars. It means a lot to me for you to have accepted my invitation. This is a non-stop tribute to the COVID warriors. And for those who are watching, it's flashing right below the screen. Please donate generously to the PM Cares Fund. It's to handle the current COVID pandemic and for the future emergencies as well. So Rohan, my love to you, and Trida, your little daughter, and your wife Supriya. You've been a darling. Thank you so much for joining me on 100 hours and 100 stars.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for having me. It's been fantastic, and wishing you all the best. All you guys who are doing this fantastic, global reach, and I think it is going to be fabulous. Really looking forward to it. And thank you so much for having me once again.
Thank you. You are a part of this history. This can become a world record. We are talking about
proud to be part of it.
Yeah, the biggest digital fest. Good day to you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.